All right, so let's go ahead and get our chain back on. So this guy took off of me. If you're running Shimano, as far as I know, Shimano may be the only one that does this where the chain is directional. So you're looking on one side, it should have blank, basically the whole side. And then you'd flip it over, look at the other side, and we have writing. So we want to be looking or be able to read the writing. So that's facing outward towards us. Drop this guy down. Get a good section to hang over that 1x chainring, and then throw some more slack down in the middle if you need to. So we work with just a small section over here. And so we're going around the cassette gear in front of our top pulley. And sorry for the crappy camera angle. When you're running around that top pulley, you want to go in between another piece of metal so that get a good look in there. Now's the time to do it. So you want to get a peek. There's going to be pulley wheel, and then there's going to be a piece of metal. So that chain's going in between the pulley and that piece of metal. Otherwise, the chain will go around the metal, and a lot of people don't even notice that sound of chain hitting that metal. Shifting may act a little funky, but it might work as well, but definitely not the right thing to do. So orientation is basically like an S or backwards S, and then give yourself some slack here. If you need to, take the chain off the chainring, let it rest on the inside of the frame. That gives you a little bit more slack. Boom, so we're not fighting that trailer spring. And go ahead and get our quick link back. One link on one side, go to the opposite side, put it on the opposite side, and slide that guy together. And I try and pull and click it shut. I try for about 1 second. If it doesn't do it, that's good news because the link is still in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and put my chain, push down on that cage so you get some slack, put your chain back on. If your chain's not sitting correctly, then you need to move one tooth over so that narrow tooth fits inside the narrow link, part of the 1x system. Boom. And our limit screws may not be set, so this chain may not be in the right spot. But I'm going to drag my hand on the wheel as I'm rotating because I want to bring that quick link up here. And I'm dragging my hand because we don't want that quick link to fall apart. So it's creating some tension. And that might have been the quick link coming through, so there it is. So it's right about here. So we're going to use our crank arm. We're either using the left or right side crank arm. If I can get it somewhere in the 2, 3, 4 o'clock position, that's great. So it's right here. If I back up a little bit, still right there. Got this in more or less than 3 o'clock. So I'm going to push down on this crank arm and then pull back on this wheel, doing both at the same time really hard. Boom. Nice abrupt movement, just like that. Go back and look, and your quick link should be locked at this point. So here's our quick link right here. There's our pin, there's our opening. So it is in the locked position. It went from here, slid over there. So check the other side, but they both should move at the same time. So that's nice and locked. And it showed resistance, so telling me that quick link is still in good shape.